edition of All Three Sports TV. Today we're going to be talking about changing a Clincher tire. Important fact to know, so you don't get stranded in the middle of the street, God knows where, or worse yet, lose a lot of time in a race. Once we go through this, you should be able to target time, change a tire in about 3 minutes. So here we go. Here's the basic tools you're going to need for your tire change operation. Number one, your inflator head, one 16-gram CO2 cartridge, a couple of tire tools, plastic, please, and of course a spare tube. All right, first thing we need to locate on our now flat tire is stem location, because we're now going to go find a spot on the tire directly across from the stem. It should be somewhere in here. From there, we're going to take this puppy off. So using your plastic tire tool, you're going to want to reach under, grab just the bead itself of the tire, and pull it over the outside of the rim. Now, two ways to go from here. We can either press down with our thumb to keep that bead out, drag the tire tool across the tire, or using a second tire tool, reach under, grab out another piece of bead, and drag it around, removing the entire bead from the rim. Then we pull out our now killed tube. On step 2. All right, now we got to get the new tube into our tire. So first thing I like to do is take my tube and inflate it just a little bit, a little mouth pressure, just to get it so it'll hold shape. All right, this will be important to keep from pinching the tube. So starting back with the stem, pull back on your tire and insert it into the stem hole. And then we're going to take the rest of this tube and stuff it inside the tire. What we want to do is make sure the tube itself actually is in the cavity, the rim cavity, out of the way of the tire, so it's not going to get pinched by the bead, which is really the reason why we put a little air in it to give it shape. So just use your thumbs, push around, keep shoving it back in there until it all disappears. You can't see any more of it. Back like that. It's good to use your palms just to ensure that it's there, but the tube's out of the way, no problem. So from here, we're going to start with the stem end again, pushing the other side of the bead into the rim surface. From here, you're going to want to push back on your stem. That just lets the bead set inside the rim and then pull it back. And then we just take our thumbs and work the rest of the way around, much like we did with the tube, and get this bead back where it belongs. Now from here, it's just a matter of taking your thumbs and pushing the rest of that bead up over the top of the tire. It'll take a little work, but you run less of a risk of pinching your tube if you do it this way. If you have to, take your thumb and your whole palm and push it over like that. There we go. Well, now it's time to get air in this puppy so we can get back on the road. So, first of all, back to the stem. Make sure that the little stem nut on top is screwed out, otherwise you'll be spraying your cartridge all over your hand. All right, now I'll take our quick release head. I'm going to, with the thumb, make sure we can hold the stem, push it so it stays out, and just slip the head right over to you, feel it grip on it. Your fingers like this, we want to get that cartridge on there, so take your cartridge and screw it in. Now these are designed to allow you to screw it all the way down and seal it off. So just screw it till it stops, and we're good to go. From here, slowly, and I mean really slowly, back off on that thing so you feel air come into the tire. Let it inflate. And guess what? We're done. So let's review a little bit, and we'll talk specifically about some of the common pratfalls in tire changing where people fall short or end up back on their butts. Number one, please make sure you're using plastic tire tools and not these metal ones, not for bikes, plastic. Also, when you're reinserting your tube, make sure you've got a little bit of air in it so it holds its shape and that you completely push it out of the way so you minimize the risk of a pinch flat as you reseat that second bead. Thirdly, be familiar with the use of your inflator. If you have to practice at home, do it. But you can waste an entire cartridge if you don't know how to do it and do it correctly. So make sure you go slow with this and learn the proper way. And finally, 3 minutes. That's all it should take to get this thing done and back on the road. So get to work.